Hello guys, you are welcome to another section of Learn with Prepclass. I am Tutor Chima. In today's section, we are going to be solving past questions on Jamb Biology 2019. And we are going to be looking at questions number 6 to 10. This is so because in our previous videos, we solved questions 1 to 5. So today we are going to be looking at 6 to 10. Alright students, before we move, do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our video, and if you look below there you will see a notification bell. Activate it, put it on, so that when you do so, you will be the first to be notified whenever we have a content like this on YouTube. You can also try as much as possible to drop 1 or 2 questions on our comment section box, maybe on this particular topic I just treated. If there's an area you do not completely understand, please try as much as possible to drop 1 or 2 questions. You can be kind enough to share our videos so that it's going to reach as much viewers as possible. So let us move straight to the business of today. Question number 6. The spores of ferns are dispersed by. The spores of ferns are dispersed by. Is it wind? Is it water? Is it insect? Is it explosive mechanism? First of all, what is a fern? Look at the fern. I'm sure you must have seen this kind of plant before, either in TV or maybe real life or so. A fern is a member of a group of vascular plants that reproduce via spores and have neither seeds nor flowers. The dispersal of spores in ferns takes place through the wind, and they ask us the question that the spores of ferns are dispersed by. The answer is through the wind. A fern is a member of a group of vascular plants that reproduces via spores and have neither seeds nor flowers, something of this nature. The dispersal of spores in ferns takes place through the wind, so the correct answer is wind. Wind. 7. In bryophytes, sex organs are produced in the. Is it gametophyte? Is it rhizoid? Is it protonema? Is it sporophyte? Is it sporophyte? Now, what are bryophytes? I believe you must have seen this kind of plants too, maybe in movies or so. If you look at rocks, there are some small plants that grows. They are not too developed. They are very simple plants. They are much more simpler than the ferns. Bryophytes are simple land plants that show 2 distinct alternation of generation: the sporophyte and the gametophyte generation. They have 2 forms of generation. Even the ferns will have 2 forms of generation: the sporophyte generation and the gametophyte generation. The sporophyte is always attached and dependent on the gametophyte. So the gametophyte produce male gametes, which we call spermatozoa, and female gametes, which we call ova, in special sex organs. So this gametophyte produces both male sex cell, which is spermatozoa or gamete, and the female gamete, which is ova, and they do so in the special sex organ that they produce this too. But the point is that water is essential for fertilization. In advanced land plants, what is essential for fertilization is pollination. They carry out their own fertilization via pollination, whereby a pollen agent carry the pollen grain from the anather to a receptive stigma. But for this bryophyte, what is essential for their what's essential for their fertilization is what? Water. Water is needed to carry. That's why you mostly see them growing in all these wet places, wet rocky places also. So water is usually needed to carry the male sex cell to the female sex cell. So the answer is gametophyte, because they said in bryophyte, sex organs are produced where? Gametophyte. They are produced in the gametophyte. The part label 3 is they say use the figure below to answer questions 8 and 9. Use this picture to answer questions 8 and 9. The part label 3 is the, okay, this one is the part label 1. This one is the part label 2. This one is the part label 3. This one is the part label, okay. The part label 3 is the, this part is the part you call the board or the eye. This part label 3 is the board or eye. That's the auxiliary board. So the part label 3 is the auxiliary board. This is also known as lateral board. It is an embryonic or organogenic shoot located in the axial of a leaf. Each board has the potential to form shoots and may be specialized into producing either vegetative shoots, which is stems and branches, or reproductive shoots, which is flowers. So if you look there, the answer there is auxiliary board. So this part label 3 is the what? Auxiliary board. So I said something that they are responsible, each board you see is responsible for this board here. Is a potential part where shoots can grow out, either shoots to form stem, yes, with leaf, we call that one vegetative part, or a shoot to form what? Flowers. So that's points in the stem of a plant whereby sprouting can take place. It's known as the auxiliary board. There are some plants that you don't cultivate them via seed. You cultivate them via stem, like the cassava. If you look at the cassava, all this, if you see, even this second one too is also, okay, this one is the node. This one and this one are the auxiliary. But even this one and this one, the auxiliary. But you see this kind of thing on cassava. You see one sharp pointed at the edge. You see them in alternating form. 1 year, 1 year, 1 year, was like that. In that is where the stem grows out from into the soil. You plant the stem into the soil, they will now form. From there, the stem grows out and roots and all that. So we call that the eye or the bud. It's very, very important because that is where shoots for stems and branches or flowers can grow from. So we call it auxiliary bud. Which part of the twig produces auxins? First of all, what are auxins? I didn't even explain what auxins are. Anyway, auxins are growth hormones that are found in plants, and they are responsible for cellular elongation. They are responsible for the growing of the length of the plant, especially the stem, because the growth of plant is apical. So auxin is found at this top, which is the stem apex. The shoot apex. Auxin is usually found in the shoot apex. So it's the part level 1 is where auxins are found. So from there, the hormone diffuses and brings about cell elongation, lengthening of the. It's responsible for the growth of the stem. It's a growth hormone. So it's found at the root tip, the shoot tip and the root tip, shoot tip and the root tip. So since shoot is not a root is not here, just only this shoot, the stem. Auxins is found in the part level 1. So the part level 1 is the shoot tip. It is responsible for producing the growth hormone auxins. Auxins are found in the part level 1. So the answer is the part level 1. 10. Which of the following animals has homodont dentition? Which of the following animals has homodont dentition? Is it rat? Is it man? Is it lizard? Is it pigeon? Of course, we know that birds do not have teeth. So rat, man, lizard. Let's see. What is homodont dentition? Homodont or isodont dentition refers to a set of teeth that possesses the same tooth morphology. Look at this. I'm sure it should be the jaw of maybe a reptile. This looks like the jaw of a crocodile. This is a croc. This is a croc's jaw. Look at the teeth. You see that it has the same type and sets of teeth. We call that homodont dentition. If you look at our own teeth, they are not all the same types. This one in front here, this first four that have flat edge here is called the incisor. This one that is here, that is sharp and pointed, that we use in tearing meat, is called the canine. This first set too here, that is for chewing, is premolar, and the back one 3. First two here premolar, the back one 3, the molars. So we have 4 types of teeth, 4 sets of teeth morphology. We have that's mammals. We have the incisor, we have which is for cutting, we have the canine, which is for tearing flesh, we have the premolars and the molars for chewing and crushing. So we have heterodont dentition. You can even see the teeth of those carnivores. You know that their canine are longer. Animals like dog, cat, lions, their canine are longer, and you see their own premolars are a bit bigger too. So they have different tooth morphology. So that difference in tooth morphology is called heterodont dentition. But when you have the same set of teeth like this crocodile here, it's called homodont dentition. So their teeth is mostly used for clipping, clamping. They'll just catch the animal and hold it, and the animal cannot move. Then they may suffocate the animal. Then how do they tear? They will hold it. There's a way the crocodile will spin to cut. So as it does that spinning, that part of the animal body tears off, then it just swallows it whole. So these are these kind of animals that have this kind of homodont dentition. They just grab and swallow, grab, cut, swallow. They do not chew because they don't have the premolars and the molars. So it's found in reptiles like crocodiles, lizard, etc. And they have homodont dentition. You can't see it in rat. Rat has 2 incisor, 2 and 1 here, but they have premolars and molars for chewing. And do you understand? They use this incisor for chopping it up, but they have premolars and molars for chewing. So mammals generally have premolars and molars for chewing, but these reptiles, they have homodont dentition, the same set of teeth, which is mostly for grabbing, cutting, and swallowing whole. So the answer is lizard. Of course, pigeon do not have teeth. Rat and man, they have heterodont, so the answer is lizard. So lizard has this kind of dentition, which I call homodont dentition. Lizard. Alright guys, we've come to the end of today's section of Learning with Prepclass, where we solve past questions on Jamb Biology 2019. We solve questions 6 to 10. Now if you look below here, you will see a link. I urge you to copy and paste this link on your browser. It will take you straight to our WhatsApp group. When you join us on WhatsApp, you'll be getting updates and infos on the latest content we have on YouTube. So till you meet again, I remain Tutochima. Bye, and do stay safe.